Hello, and welcome to the November 2023 Real Estate Market Update brought to you by the Reby Homes team. We're going to start off by looking at annual appreciation. It's safe to say that the headlines in 2022 that predicted a hard crash were far from accurate. Here's a look at average sales price going back to January of 2022. We can see the year start off at 437,000, peak at 480,000 in May, adjust for those interest rate hikes and come down through December, stabilize until March of this year, and then start to slowly increase month over month through June. The summer months, June, July, and August, saw its seasonal norm of buyer demand dropping, therefore prices adjusted a bit, but picked back up in September. Average sales price per square foot going back to January of 2021 really puts things into perspective. Starting 2021 at $218 a square foot, jumping up to $305 a square foot at the peak of the market in May of 2022, correcting for interest rate hikes and dipping down to $268 a square foot in December 2022, and then picking back up to land at $295 a square foot to end October of this year. Price per square foot is up 6.3% from this time last year and 5.7% from October 2021. Supply is down 31.5% from October 2021, but up 32.8% since July of this year. With roughly 13,500 active listings on the market, there are definitely more options for buyers and therefore more opportunity to negotiate. However, don't let that fool you into thinking we're in a buyer's market. We are not. Believe it or not, it is still a seller's market in most major cities, with Maricopa, Queen Creek, Goodyear, and Buckeye being the only exceptions. Interest rates will determine the future fate of the market. If rates remain stable as they have over the last 6 months, we'll likely continue to see slow yet positive movement in prices. If rates go down, we'll likely see prices begin to climb again, and we could also see some more inventory as sellers may finally feel comfortable leaving their 4% interest rates. However, it's important to keep in mind the overwhelming pent-up demand from the last 2.5 years, as that will have a significant impact on how quickly that inventory will be absorbed. Price reductions have pulled back compared to October of last year. Last month saw 2,000 listings reduce their price, which was roughly 15% of the available inventory. October 2022 saw just under 3,800 price reductions, which was about 20% of the available inventory. Here's a look at rental supply, and this is from the Arizona MLS, dating back to January of 2018. It's interesting to see how scarce rentals were in 2021, and now we're at double the amount of available rentals since 2018. This is largely due to the amount of investment properties that were scooped up during the unicorn years, but the good news is that with more available inventory comes a softening in prices. March to May of this year alone saw a 7.7% decrease in average asking rent price per square foot. As far as closed lease prices go, January of this year to October, we saw the average lease price jump from $1,748 a month to $2,165 a month. So although prices aren't necessarily declining, they are increasing at a much more stable pace. To sum it all up, here are the year-over-year comparisons for all the basics. From October of 2022 to October of this year, average sales price per square foot is up 6.3%. Median sales price is down $2,055, so not much. Sales over ask price are also up 6%. Sales with seller concessions to buyer down 2%, but the amount of seller concessions to buyer is up by about $800. And median days on market is down 12 days. And that'll wrap up our November 2023 market update. Be sure to tune in next month for the last market update of the year. We'll have lots of info to recap the year. As always, if you have any questions or would like to see any specific data in your area, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next month.